everybody and welcome back to the video on my YouTube channel. I'm Nicholas and today we're back with another episode of Catching Up on, the series where I catch up on K-pop, and today it's going to be my fourth catching up on EXO. And yeah, it's now been over a month since our last EXO group reaction. You know, we did the big winter special where we checked out the 4 winter music videos and our most recent catching up on EXO, and then also did the 4 winter special albums that came with it. And after that I said, okay, we had so much EXO in such a short amount of time, we are now doing a little break with EXO content in general. Then we did DO over the course of January, and now to kick off February, basically we're diving back into the EXO subject. And yeah, we have 3 more catching up on videos to go through, so overall 10 more music videos. And for today's catching up on EXO, we will from now on continue in chronological order. We are going to be diving into the releases that came after their 3 debut music videos, Mama, What Is Love, and History, which are Wolf, Growl, and Overdose. That is the lineup for today. I can already spoil you so much for the next catching up on EXO. No idea when that will be. We'll be including Call Me Baby, Love Me Right, Lucky One, and Lotto. And then the third and final catching up on, or better said the 6th and final catching up on EXO will include Dancing King, Coco Bob, and Power. That's the lineup for the upcoming catching up on EXO videos. But like mentioned, we had checked out the three first music videos, and that came with the first mini album and so on and so on. And after that, we got their first full album called EXO-K with its title track Wolf, and shortly after that, the repackage with Growl. So that are our first 2 for today. And I can also tell you so much, we will be checking out all EXO albums as well. That means after this catching up on EXO video, we will be doing the first mini album Mama with 3 more songs, then the first album EXO-K, then and then the second mini album Overdose. So the 3 albums that we will be doing after this video, we're doing here right now, and after that we will go back with more catching up on stuff. You know, that's all for the future already, but now we, like mentioned, focusing on the title track of the first album EXO-K, Wolf, which is currently sitting at 153 million views, released back on May 30th, 2013. So we're taking a big step back in time yet again. It's a time capsule, ladies and gentlemen. It's nearly 1 decade ago. Holy moly. And nothing else to say other than we have no subtitles available. This is also the last catching up on EXO where we have all members still, because I know that after Overdose, I think the first 2 members left, and then the last one too, and whatnot. So let's stop talking, let's start reacting. Catching up on EXO Volume 4, kicking things off with the title track of the first album, Wolf. Let's check it out. Let's go! Been a while since we're done EXO, so the hype is here. Let's go! Oh, the opening pose. Oh, and of course we're again doing the EXO-K. I've explained that before. Why we're doing only EXO-K. Yeah, it's 2013. We have Genie 80s in the music video. Ooh. Okay, the atmosphere in the opening intro is already insane. Oh, Kai's hair. Ooh. Obviously, I'm trying my best with identifying them, but oh, rapper Kai. Oh, this electronic beat though. Oh, it's a Shihun and Suho with the pink hair. Oh, but Bacon's too. Ooh, this gritty heavy EDM there though. We even have the growling in it. That's kind of silly, but also cool. I don't know this. Ooh. Oh. This vocal section, Joe. Woo! Oh, we even got. Oh, that was a sick transition. Oh, but we do be switching a bit between EXO-K and M and MB, right? Ooh. The tempo here, though. Yo, but Kai's hair looks so cool. Holy moly. I guess this is the first half of the chorus. It sounds so intimidating in some way. Oh no, like mentioned, this is so Shin with the pink in the hair. It's so hard to tell. It's so silly in some way, but oh, Superman punch. Yeah, Kai's hair in this is all but this. Oh god! Bacon! Oh, this bridge! Shen! Oh, I love this location though with the white background where they're a bit more here. This looks so cool. I love the lighting here. Those vocals, as always. Woo! That's where EXO's at their strongest. They can just drown out the instrument entirely and just let the vocals do the work because they have the ability for it. Oh! Oh, that's so cool. That editing is so freaking cool. Oh, that's way too quick. Wait. We don't know what to go over already to Growl, but oh my goodness, these transitions from oh wait, never mind. It's okay, I understand now. It's just a Korean version, so no EXO-K or EXO-K. Okay, never mind. So no EXO-M and EXO-K this time, where we only have 6 where we have the 2 subunits basically in it, but basically everyone involved, but just in the Korean language. Okay, that makes sense. Let me check quickly. Yeah, just Korean version and Chinese version. Yeah. Then we then had it back for Overdose. Okay, I see. And then for Growl too, right? Oh, never mind. Okay. I understand why, because it makes sense. This was their first album, so for the full album, they wanted to have the entire group and just change the language without, actually having different music videos. And then for the second mini album, they went back to EXO-K and EXO-M. That makes sense. Okay, I understand. Missed that before doing that. And it's actually funny because when I now did my upcoming schedule for EXO Reactions, everything, I went through the albums and everything to make my list and everything. There I saw the Japanese albums, or like single albums or so, have like 6 songs, but like 3 times a new song and then 3 times the same song with less vocals in it. And I'm like, yo, first of all, the idea to put the same song in the album twice and just have one song feature less vocals, that's already like idiotic. I don't know why anyone would want that. And who would want that in a group like EXO? Who in their right mind would want to listen to an EXO song with less vocals? Because Wolf, yet again, is a perfect showcase of, holy moly, EXO is some of the best freaking vocals in K-pop. This was sick, both visually and sound-wise. Because the thing that I have here with this entire music video yet again is, first of all, you definitely notice it's a totally different era. Along from the styling, along their styling, the wardrobe and everything, you definitely notice this is 2013 and not nowadays, which is cool. It has that old school flavor to it, basically. Obviously, it's hard for me to identify them all straight away because I know how they look nowadays and they look younger here, and we have like just so many different styles and everything. But Kai's hair in this, holy moly, Kai looks so cool. But like mentioned, it's still like the outfits and everything, but it's like mentioned, definitely so different to what I'm used to see nowadays. But who had the colorful hair in between? Like mentioned, I think the biggest issue for me with nowadays EXO is still trying to separate Suho and Shiho, and I think that's the ones where I'm still have the most trouble with. I think the other 9 that they're still now in EXO nowadays, I think I'm perfectly fine with, but I think these 2 are still the ones where trouble at the most. Where is he? I can't find him even anymore. But we get to it again because I want to watch this again. But yeah, the wolf aesthetics are cool. The way they transition from like come in there, edited as wolves, and then boom, we just transform back into human form. That's pretty awesome. That looks pretty sick. I unfortunately can't tell what is being talked about, you know, because they don't have subtitles, but the entire idea and the entire concept, with including the wolf thing, with the choreo as well, obviously the howling in the chorus, sounds a bit silly. I won't even lie, like the ooh, that has some kind of silly factor to it, you know. It isn't some badass howling like ooh or what, you know. I can't make one myself, but you know what I mean. I think it has a kind of silliness factor to it, but that's totally fine, you know. It still works in my opinion. But along the way this opens, this opening shot is so cool. It sounds so, it looks so intimidating, you know, bit traditional sounding instrument here. Then even the scratch on the ground, this transition to now Chanyeol opening, right? Like mentioned, we have not everyone of EXO here, so I won't be able to tell the other three Chinese members, Chris, Tao, and Luhan, I think. Yo, but oh, here we are. Yeah, is it so? Is it Jihoon? I want to know. I just can't. I just still have trouble with these two. I don't know why. But the way this song opens, like mentioned, this extremely intimidating, dark intro. Then we get to a very heavy and gritty electronic section with like very quick sound, and generally such intimidating, powerful rap here. That's such a powerful opening to the song, you know. And it sounds so. Like mentioned, so intimidating. It's not really aggressive either, but there's still something to it that really, that has some grit in it, which I really enjoy. And that coming, like mentioned, after What Is Love, History, Mama is also already a big switch up, you know? Lovely. Bacon's hair though, again. Like mentioned, this styling back then, holy moly. That looks cool on him. I don't know why, but it looks so, like, you know, I don't see that nowadays anymore. Can we actually consider this a pre-chorus, maybe? Or can we consider it the full chorus, and we don't really have a full-on melodic pre-chorus that we get nowadays? Such a now more slow and powerful delivery here yet again. And what is that voice in there? This little edited voice. That tiny voice there. That tiny voice there in between after the ahoo, na, and before we go back to the normal one. I don't know, it definitely that's the kind of thing, you know, we open so dark and intimidating and so, I don't know, so serious, you know. It's like we're about to go full on brutal, and then we have these two little sound effects or sound elements straight after one another. Doesn't really take much away from it, but also doesn't really add too much to the epicness, you know, I thought we would be receiving. Makes it a bit more lighthearted actually in afterthought, you know. But still sounds cool nonetheless. Like mentioned, the choreo goes hard for it as well. But the second section with the vocals now. Ooh. This vocal section here sounds amazing. And again, this here looks so cool. I love the. That's so freaking cool. That's so cool. I think that's Chris, right? Wasn't he the rapper in the EXO-M half? The O looks fantastic. Wait, never mind. That was EXO-K, or maybe not. I have no idea at this point. Too many names, too many looks. Now here again, very paced section here before the chorus transition. Ooh, the drums be kicking here too though. Yeah, never mind, I consider this a pre-chorus. Yeah, that's a pre-chorus for me. Because I consider the vocal section the second half of the chorus then. It's so silly, but this is so cool though. That looked cool. It feels like the. Why can I imagine if I were to go to watch a live performance of this in an EXO concert? Why can't I already see the entire crowd going da 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 da, and then you hear 20,000 people go ow. It must sound so surreal, but I can totally imagine it. It must be pretty cool. It is that crowd type of element, you know. Again, this occasion, but this bridge, the vocals, bacon vocals. Definitely my favorite part of the song. Shin! Woo! That bridge by far the best part of the song. That was just the vocal flex of the triple main vocalist, and it was amazing. The choreo again though. But again, the vocals. EXO choreo and vocals just never disappoint. And then again, drowning out the instrumental and just throwing the vocals. That's all you need for EXO. That's all you need. Then the outro section though, the intro and outro are also so cool. And again, this looks so freaking sick with the diving under the legs. Yeah, okay, we're going to it already. The YouTube feature where you have it on watch later is always so quick, but yeah, EXO's Wolf is pretty cool. EXO's Wolf is really damn cool. It's really enjoyable, and like mentioned, while it may be a bit silly in some sections with the howling and everything, it's still, in my opinion, a very badass song. You know, just Wolf is a very badass animal in general, in my opinion. So it totally worked for them. The choreo is sick, the bridge is awesome, the vocals are awesome, the song sounds great, and yeah, great first title track for the first album. And we're now moving over to the repackaged album, so still XOXO with its title track Growl. So we move over from Wolf to Growl, makes sense, you know. And yeah, what to expect from this? This is currently sitting at 270 million views, which I think makes it the 5th most? No, I think the 6th most, you know. I think we have Love Shot, Monster, Obsession, Tempo, Coco Pop, and this. I think that are the top 6, right? Maybe wrong, who knows, doesn't matter, we're diving into it. EXO, Growl, music video, let's go. We're already at 17 minutes, what the?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Oh. Suit EXO, okay. Again, Korean version, so I'm expecting everyone in here. What a fun and playful beat here. That's such a switch compared to Wolf now. Bacon looking cute with that cap. Xiaomi just taking it. Ooh, this is... Okay, this is interesting because it's visually and sound-wise so different now. So simple. Ooh. And a switch up. The oh. Is this a one take? Are we really doing a one take? Okay, this is so cool. I know that repackaged releases are usually, music video wise, never as big as the first release, but oh, this is a vibe. This is a vibe. The choreo too. Are we going all together? Oh! This beat. The choreo though too. I'm a bit perplexed. I did not expect this. What a gorgeous bridge! I think this is one of my favorites. I think this is one of my favorites right there. Woo! Woo! What the hell? Okay, wait, okay. So the thing is, you know, like mentioned, especially directly after Wolf, you know, there were 2 months in between this. You know, Wolf was released on May 30th, 2013. This was released on July 31st, 2013. So only 2 months in between. I don't think they hadn't recorded before, but it doesn't really matter. Like mentioned, I already saw that for the repackaged albums, usually it's just not as big budget-wise than we have it for the first release, you know? Makes sense in some way. But I did not expect this now to only be a one take. And I specifically say only because one takes are not easy, you know? Because the thing is, when you hear, oh, we won't have a cut in this, you're expecting it to be less quality, you know? And in some cases that may be right, you know, because sometimes music videos that don't have cuts or like little ones are simply easier to do. But a one take specifically is so hard to initialize and so hard to you know, to just to choreograph, basically, because the thing is that that's the same with movie scenes, you know, even though I think for movie scenes it's even more difficult because you just have so much more going on and so many things that can go wrong. But even for a music video, having just one take for this, and this is not even steady, you know, it's not just, you know, the camera is so much in movement nonetheless. There went so much coordination into making this one take music video possible. And before we get even to the song, that just already is like a wow moment, you know? Because it's so cool to see them use that one take to its fullest by having 6 here, then 6 members there, and boom, boom, throwing the camera around and everything before they then get together and all the kind of stuff. It's just so creative, you know? And like mentioned, it was so unexpected for me too, because Wolf was such visually, it felt so big with a lot of editing, you know, with many effects and all that kind of stuff. And here this time, it's only them in an empty hall, basically, just rocking some suits, just dancing with the camera on. Nothing else, basically. And it's enough. That's all they needed to do to make an extremely entertaining music video right there. Like, that caught me off guard. Did not expect that. Did not see that coming. But now to the song. Because this song is freaking awesome. This song has such old school flavor to it for some reason. Yet it still holds up to today. This song doesn't feel, like mentioned, it feels old in some way, but also not. It feels old school, but also still fresh. You know, it still feels like a very fresh sound, you know? Just vocalizing, just great pacing all the way through, a very on-point instrumental with very on-point element choices in there, like whatever it's... The drums are on point, the bass is awesome, so many other little sound effects sprinkled in there, then the softer section for the bridge, which was awesome.
Yeah. Okay.
What genre can I even call this? R&B, I guess? But like... the beat is so layered, the beat is so full, yet it isn't too loud or overwhelming. Everything is just so well balanced here, in both the vocal department and the sound in general. This continued sound effect here, the top line in general is awesome. Here now, a bit more smooth, with some soft groovy piano notes in here, some space and sound effects sprinkled into. There's so much going on, yet it still feels so comfortable and enjoyable, without it being overwhelming. This song is the perfect balance of everything because, like mentioned, the choreo too. Ooh. And oh my goodness, Dio's entrance here. Holy moly. Like mentioned, I'm still amazed by this being a one take. Trust me, it's not easy. You know, there goes so much, you know, so much planning and perfectionism into making a one take video work. But the way Dio comes in with his voice, holy moly. Holy moly! Taking out the bass and the drum for a second again to flex the vocals, it's... And here, this more groovy section, with slightly jazzy in some way, it's... EXO keeps amazing me. It's... This top line is sick. The dancing is cool. EXO! This section here too. Before we get to the softer part of the bridge, you know, we already flew with 2 choruses, you know, and we basically do a 3rd verse here, and it comes in so hard. I think it's Chaniel here slowly in the middle right now. Is it him? I think it is, right? I think it's Chaniel. Yeah, I think it's him. Everybody's doing ground choreo, which like makes for such a sick visual. Only the rapper in the middle while the rest is going crazy on the ground basically. And we go for now a more slow paced and more heavy section here in the instrumental. Because we now drown a bit out of the other elements and just do the bam. It just makes everything feel so much more aggressive in some way, you know, but or just more prominent in that sense. And it oh. This is and then such a slow pacing here now in comparison. Even the snaps are extremely slow. Right now, I'm considering this top 5 at least. Easily. Even the choreo is addicting! Holy moly. Holy moly. Okay. Yeah. Top 5 minimum. I mean, like, what would I consider EXO's top 5 from what I've heard right now? Like, mentioned, we, after this, now still have 8 more big music videos to go through. But when looking at title tracks, just title tracks, I would probably say, definitely Monster. Definitely Love Shot. Actually, I think I would consider this the top 3. Monster, Love Shot, and Growl. I think that's my top 3. I think that is my EXO title track top 3, at least for right now. Like mentioned, we still have now 8 more to go through title track wise, but holy moly, Growl is one of those songs. Growl is just that type of song. You listen to it for the first time and you know, oh my god, I've witnessed something special here. Growl is that type of song, and like mentioned, the fact that this is a freaking one take and it still had me more excited than some big music videos, it speaks volumes. Alright, EXO's Growl is freaking insanity. I don't know what it is about it. Like mentioned, it's none of these, it's no experimental or big or epic sound like Monster, Obsession, or Tempo or anything, but there's just something in it, there's just this type of flavor and feeling in this song that just absolutely mesmerizes me. Holy moly. That was insane. That was incredible and makes me so excited for the album too. Like mentioned before, we didn't get to the fifth catching up on EXO. Basically, we will be checking out their first mini album Mama, their first album EXO-K, and the second mini album Overdose. I can't wait to see their first presets basically. And now, like mentioned, second mini album Overdose. We're moving now over to a third and final music video for today's catching up on EXO. The fact that we are at 30 minutes already by just 2 music videos just tells me it's an EXO catching up on, because EXO is just one of these groups where I have to spend so much time talking and complimenting because they're just that damn good. And now we're wrapping it up in style with the now back to EXO-K, because like mentioned, for the album they wanted to have the 2 units together. Now this is the last time they did EXO-K and EXO-M, because after that the first members started to leave. I step into it. EXO-K Overdose. Let's go. 420. Oh, is it Kai and Blondes? Think so. Do we have subtitles? Nope. Okay, this already sounds heavy. What an intro! Is the part of the song or just for the music video? Labyrinth, okay. Oh, everything's so dark and grayish here. Okay, this is... okay, also this was released May 4th, so around a year after the comeback. Actually, we had Miracles in December in between, so never mind. Oh. Oh. Even Dio going heavy? Oh, this beats! Oh! Oh, smooth transition, but this chorus! Ooh. Oh wait, we still have some EXO-M in here, okay. At this point I have no idea, like mentioned, but it sounds fantastic either way. The beat in this verse section is so simple and empty somewhere, but it sounds so heavy. This chorus melody. Ooh. Show the speed, man. Yo, vocals, it's a cheat code. Oh! Shit, you're rap. Now even so rock. Like, let me breathe for a moment. Hello? Let me breathe. Okay. Okay. First things first, because like mentioned, I wouldn't say it's confusing, but I gotta check quickly. EXO-K, Overdose. Because I only see, now when I type in EXO-K Overdose lyrics, I only see the 6 EXO-K members, but it looked like the EXO M members sung and performed within the video, or did they basically just lip sync? Because like mentioned, it's too much for me to be able to tell everything apart there, you know, it's just too much at once, you know, so that's just a bit, like mentioned. You can gladly tell me how they did that back then, because like I thought this would be not only the 6 EXO-K guys, and then for the EXO M, we only have the 6 EXO M guys, but apparently we had them again together. Like mentioned, maybe they just lip sync. I have no idea. But it doesn't really matter either way. You know, it doesn't really make a difference. Just call me a bit off guard. But where do we start here again? That's the thing. You know, here we have it, EXO M. Goodness gracious. The thing is, yet again, EXO just knows how to do title tracks. EXO just knows how to do title tracks that feel big and special. And that's always the thing that is necessary, in my opinion. A title track must always be something big. You know, that's why some people often go like, oh, this B-side would have been better as a title track because the B-side just maybe had something more epic to it. Which I can understand in some scenarios, you know. But like, EXO just knows how to do title tracks. Like, especially of the Wolf and Growl. Wolf was great. Growl was something very different, but like, absolutely amazing. But Overdose also immediately just goes into such an epic direction where I'm like, whoa. Alone the intro here sets the tone so good. You know, alone the intro set the tone straight. It's like 1 minute of intro before we get to the actual song. That's like mentioned where I believe that intro is more extra than anything else, you know. I think the original goes, yeah. The intro is basically just for the music video, but doesn't really matter. Skipping the intro now because I want to get to the song again, but intro sets the tone for the music video fantastically. It's something more darker this time, something heavy, you know, something a bit more epic now, especially after Growl. But this sound picture here is just... That's Bacon opening, right? Holy moly, he sounds absolutely... Or was it... Who opened that? That's Bacon, right? Holy moly, that's the heaviest I've heard Bacon in... Yeah, that's Bacon. That's the heaviest I've heard Bacon in a title track before. Holy moly. Wasn't even that hard in Obsession. Dio comes in strong too. Also, the way we open here in the beats, we just have the sound and some drums. That's all we have for that moment. Then we add some gritty sound elements here, but the entire sound picture for the verse at least isn't as layered as Growl even, yet it still feels so strong and so powerful. It's so well produced yet again because the delivery as well just is so strong. This extremely gritty electronic element now here. Even for the pre-chorus, we only changed up the drum pacing a little bit. No added element or so. The vocals do the work, and then this chorus is pure insanity. Holy moly, this chorus is absolutely flawless. Oh my goodness, this chorus! This chorus carries that K-pop energy. This chorus carries that energy that you need for how do I explain it perfectly? It just has that type of element and just the type of feeling in it that just immediately make me go, whoa! You know? From the way the vocals are in it, from the melody to the way the lyrics are implemented with the overdose, you know, where it's these little things that you can say along as well. My lord. Overdose. Again, a very cool music video, even though it's more simple this time because we majorly use this big cube location here. But it works very well with the editing and the After Effects and the lighting. That's also the thing. Because the verses feel so empty in the sound, they aren't empty, but it's still a rather more emptier beat in general. Even though it still sounds so heavy, it makes the chorus stand that much even more. Because the verses work so well due to the heavy delivery that the more emptier beat doesn't really, you know, it just adds to it, because that way the voices just feel so much bigger. But due to that, this very full and just epic chorus shines even more. You know what I mean? That's once again just so genius in the production department. Making the verses and the pre-chorus feel big and powerful without much sound elements in it. And due to not having a lot of sound elements in it, we can make the chorus feel even more monumental. I don't know. Much the ghost. I also like this a lot. I also like the way we basically delayed the rhyme a little bit, because it would think da 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 ayo da 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 na. Then we get the rhyme there immediately afterward, but instead we do na 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 ayo da da na 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 da na na overdose. We delayed the rhyme a little bit and then put it in after that, because we're like, wait, where's the rhyme? Where's the rhyme? Overdose! Oh, and then it hits you. It's SM production. Like, having SM as producers with EXO as a group available, it's just unfair. It's unfair. But this bridge too. Oh my goodness. Ah! The vocals at first. The choreo again goes hard. The way they basically control them in some way. But now, did you see that transition? Bacon high notes into a wait, what did he do for the E? Into the sick EXO transition, where we just jump cut over, or like blend over. what did he do? EXO, something like that. With the bacon high note the bacon high note with that EXO with the cool editing. Oh my goodness, this is both Growl and Overdose are top 5 EXO. Or top 4 basically. Love Shot, Monster, Overdose, and Growl are EXO. But Chaniel here! Did we even add a rock? We can. Oh! Genkai as well, it's. Add some vocals for the final chorus too. Holy moly. Too much. Overdose! I mean, you see me? I'm already hyping it. That is too. I don't know who did it, if it was one of the EXO-M guys, but that even just as extra, as the flex, as a cherry on top, we do a freaking front spiral flip. Like, Overdose! Oh my god. And overdose is such a cool word to shout to. Overdose. It's... oh my lord. And the fact that Shion did a cover of this already, like, oh my goodness. Ikento, can we talk about Chanyul's voice here? Can we please talk about his voice here? I mean, what the... like, what? That's... oh my god, this is... can we listen to his tone here? Honestly, like, I remember I mentioned it due to back with Monster, where I said that's easily one of the best K-pop finales I've heard, you know, the final section of a song. Same goes for Overdose. Holy moly. Do you hear that pronunciation here? Not just the double jump, but the it's... and then we add a rock guitar too. It's... oh, too much. An overdose. We're at nearly 50 minutes and I'm sweating, y'all. I'm freaking sweating. I am absolutely done. Oh my god. Like mentioned, Wolf was cool, but you know what was cool? Wolf was cool. Wolf didn't flash me that much. You know, the music video was sick and everything. I loved the idea and the concept behind it, but the song itself didn't flash me that much. But first Growl and now Overdose absolutely exploded my brain. I would easily consider not only Growl and Overdose into top 4 of EXO, you know, like Monster, Love Shot, Growl and Overdose. That's all from what I've heard. That's the top 4 in my opinion. Or would I add to top 5 from what, at least title track wise? You know, I've not listened to all B-side yet, but if I had to make a top 5, I would probably add Tempo to it. But I consider Growl and Overdose 2 of the best K-pop songs I've ever heard. Just K-pop songs in general. Not just for EXO, not just for SM, but K-pop in general. 100%. Wow. simply wow. I'm so excited to make the thumbnail for this because, oh my god, it's one of the biggest type of reactions I've had on this channel to date. And what a freaking joy it was. I had so much fun with this. I enjoyed this a lot, and I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction. If you did, gladly leave a like down below to show me that you did. What are your thoughts on Wolf, Growl, and Overdose? Tell me all your thoughts about it down below in the comments as well. And as always, if you enjoy what I'm doing, if you want to support me, then you can gladly leave a sub as well, or support me on Patreon. It would help me a lot. We will see each other again with EXO. Probably next week or so. Like mentioned, I will see if I will now be back to doing EXO weekly, or maybe just every 2 weeks. Who knows? Like, we are not in a rush, you know? We can just take our time. We don't need to rush for everything, because the more we rush through, the sooner we end this entire thing, the sooner we are through with the EXO discography. So, just lean back maybe a bit more. But the next 3 reactions, EXO-wise, related on this channel will be the first mini album, Mama. Then their first album, EXO-K, which I will probably have to be splitting into 3 or 4 parts or so. And then their second mini album, Overdose. Then after that, we go into Call Me Baby, Love Me Right, like you won a lotto for the 5th catching up on EXO. So, we're stacked. We have a lot to look forward to. And for whatever other content you may be interested in, for whatever other content you may want to in for, I'll see you again soon on this channel. Stay safe, healthy, and happy. Have a great time, have a good week, and see you again soon with more EXO and K-pop reactions. Thanks for watching.